Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ask Dog Live. Hope you are having a fabulous Friday. For some of you, it may be Saturday already. Hope you're having a fabulous Saturday. But welcome to Ask Dog Live. So if you are here with us live and would like to ask Dr. Wallach a question, find in the Zoom menu, raise hand. So sometimes you have to click on reactions to see that raise hand option, but we want to make sure that if you have a question and would like to speak with Dr. Wallach, that you get your hand raised early. I'll be going back and forth between the order that the hands are raised and emails and messages that I have received. And we want to try to get through as many as quick as possible. So be ready when I ask you to unmute. Be ready to unmute. If you've got a camera, let's get your camera turned on. That way Dr. Wallach can see you face to face and get more information from seeing you physically, in addition to the questions that he's asking. All right. So my name is Rebecca Dukes-Kozak, and I am proud to be the host of this show, Ask Doc Live. I am joined with my co-hosts, John T. McCollier, Ruth Ann Sanchez, Dr. Judy Reynolds. And if you're on live with us, make sure that you have that chat open so that you can see all the important information that Ruth Ellen and Dr. Judy will be putting into that chat, including the way some of the products are spelled, links to information that supports what Dr. Wallach is sharing with us today, and also links to how to get some of his books, because he is an amazing, amazing man with all of the research, and then putting that research into books that are available to the public that empower us to be able to take control of our own health. Folks, I don't know about you, but when I figured out that I could do that myself, life just got better. So the fact that you are here joining us is a huge testament to the fact that you value yourself, you value your family, your friends, and want to make sure that you are getting information about what you can do to have better control, to create a more positive life for yourself and your family. So everybody, hold on tight. I want you to know that we do have to say the FDA requires to let you know that our products are not meant to treat, prevent, diagnose, or cure any diseases. This program is not meant to take the place of your primary care physician, but our good doctor, Dr. Joel Wallach, has been instrumental in suing this fine establishment with 9 victories. These victories have all led to the addition of vital nutrients being added to foods, and most importantly, allowing the distribution of information that has been proven by science to be factual in the essential need of supplementation against disease. A lot of people say, oh, well, there's no science behind that. Or if it doesn't come from my doctor, then it can't be true because my doctor didn't tell me about it. Well, guess what, folks? There's science beyond your doctor, and we empower you, encourage you to take a look at it. We also bring you the good news that the genetic theory has been proven to be incorrect. Just because mom and grandma had a certain blood sugar issue or bone issue does not mean that you have to have that issue also. The science of epigenetics has proven that you have control. What we put into our bodies, the things in our environment, they will help to decide how our genes are expressed. And with those gene expressions determines whether or not we're going to have these conditions. So you as an individual, through the science of epigenetics, are empowered to take control of your health journey. We invite you to feel the difference and To guide us on this journey, we have the one and only, the amazing Dr. Joel Wallach. Welcome, Dr. Wallach, to Ask Doc Live. And before you start, I do want to say that this program is being sponsored by AskDocLive.com, where we do have a store there. But if somebody invited you to this program, make sure that you get back to them. Tell them how thankful you are that they shared this information with you and you want to take control of your own health journey. Chances are it was one of our health coaches, and they have the ability to coach you in making sure that you're getting the products that you need. And they may also have their own special way of ordering. So get back with the person that invited you to this program. If you found it because of one of our newsletters or just browsing along, you can go to AskDocLive.com and use the contact us for questions on what you need to get specifically for you. Now, Dr. Wallach, I know you have a lot of information to share with us. You always are so full of information. What do you have for us today? And welcome to Ask Doc Live.
Well, thank you so much, Rebecca, and thank you for your entire team. We're family, and I can't thank you enough for all the great things you do for humanity. So I applaud you. Thank you so much. I want to start out with a couple of things. One, you asked me a question about, do we need to supplement with vitamin D3? And of course, the answer is yes. Even if you live in sunny California, even if you live in Louisiana or Florida, you need to supplement with vitamin D3. And people say, well, I'm a vegetarian. I'm not going to take vitamin D3 because it comes from an animal. Well, vitamin D3 is found in milk, okay? Whether it's your mother's milk or cow's milk or goat's milk or whatever, it's found in milk. And it was actually, in addition to it being in there naturally, it was put in milk. That's why they have on the label vitamin D3 milk, because during the 1920s, and all the factories from 1890 to 1920, when electricity was really hitting hard, all these new factories are coming out, and they were going away from all the smoke from the coal and the wood driven factories and things. But there was so much smoke in the air at that time that just about every kid in America had osteoporosis. Every kid in America had rickets, okay? And so they put vitamin D3 in the milk, and within months, the rickets went away, okay? So that's why that's the history of vitamin D3 in milk. It was put in there during the early 1900s to deal with the plague of rickets, okay, because of the smoke and the air blocking the sunlight. That's why that happened. So that's why it's in there. Everybody needs to be supplementing with vitamin D3, okay? And whether you live in a sunny place or not, because most adults, when you're in a sunny place, they sit in the shade. It's the kids that take off their shirts and run around out in the sun, okay? And so you have to deal with that. Now, the oldest living person right now is a South African woman by the name of Johanna Mazibuko. Johanna Mazibuko, Mazibuko. And Johanna Mazibuko, May 11th, let's see here, May 11th, get that right. Where am I? Oh, here we go. 1894, she was born. And this May 11th, she turned 128. Isn't that cool? 128, and she's still going. She does not live in a nursing home. She's at home, and she functions by herself. She does use a walker. She has a little bit of hearing problems. So the odds are she has osteoporosis of the skull, even though she lives in a very sunny country in South Africa. I'm sure she's got some osteoporosis of the skull. But she's doing pretty good for 128 years of age. Still able to take a walk with her grandkids and walk her grandkids to school and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's very, very, very telling. You have to appreciate, you do have to supplement, because nutritional minerals do not occur in a uniform blank around the crust of the earth. Nutritional minerals occur in veins like gold and silver. Plants can make vitamins. Plants can make beta carotene, AKA vitamin A. They can make vitamin C. Plants can make vitamin E. Plants can make B vitamins, but plants cannot manufacture minerals. nutritional minerals do not occur in a uniform blanket around the crust of the earth. They occur in veins like gold and silver. And so depending on where you live, it's going to depend on how many minerals you get from your food. So the only way you can guarantee you're going to get them all is to incorporate a program, okay, of essential factors every day. I've been doing it for 75 years. I'm 83 years old. Most people think I'm in my 50s or early 60s when they look at me. They can't believe that I'm 83. And it's one of those things where if you do everything correctly, you can add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life. If you just go along and just eat well, quote unquote, and don't take the essential factors constantly, okay, to make sure you're getting them every day, 3 times a day, well, guess what? The odds are you're going to die, because our average life expectancy in America is only 75. Okay, we rank about 45th of the industrialized nations when it comes to longevity. There's 44 other industrialized nations whose peoples live longer than us. The Japanese are amongst them. They live to be on the average 84.7. We live to be 75. They live just about 10 years longer than we do. And that's because of what they eat, how they eat, and how they supplement, okay? And so you have to do the same thing. Otherwise, you're going to cheat yourself. If you take your essential factors and stay away from the bad stuff like wheat, barley, rye, and oats, so you can maximize absorption, you'll be able to spend 25 to 50 more years with the people you love. You'll be able to spend 25 to 50 more years doing the stuff you love to do. Okay, this is not difficult. Then I want to jump next to Guillain-Barre Syndrome. This was actually established and published in 1916 by 2 French doctors, one a Dr. Guillain and the other one Dr. Barre. Okay, so they called it the Guillain-Barre Syndrome. And it's identical to MS. Okay, but this occurred in kids back in the early 1900s. And of course, they called it an autoimmune disease. And many people today still call it an autoimmune disease, Guillain-Barre syndrome. But it's actually just nutritional deficiencies, as you can tell by now. Okay. And so it's one of those things where they have a demyelinating problem with their brain and spinal cord. So they have all this peripheral neuropathies and all kinds of stuff going on because the brain isn't functioning properly because the myelin is gone. And myelin is 80% fat and 20% protein. Myelin, the insulation and covering of the brain and brain cells and the nerves, is 80% fat and 20% protein. That 8% fat is significantly, depends on what part of the brain you're talking about. It might be 20%, 30, 40, 50% cholesterol. Cholesterol is an essential part of your central nervous system, your brain, your spinal cord, and all the peripheral nerves. And it's one of those things where your brain cells can make cholesterol, okay, if it gets all the right fats. And so it's just the opposite of what doctors would tell. Oh, cholesterol is as bad as shooting yourself in the head with a 45 bullet. No, cholesterol is one of your best friends, okay? And so you have to make sure that these kids are getting 2 to 3 eggs a day with soft yolks, so they can get the cholesterol and the raw materials from the egg yolks. Just remember that egg, if it's fertile, that egg, the chick, when the egg is laid, the chick is 1 millimeter in diameter, a little white spot on top of the yolk. That's the chick, okay? And when it's incubated for 26 days, the chick pecks its way out of the egg, and it has a heart that's beating, and it has lungs that get oxygen, it has a liver and kidneys at work, it has muscles and bones, it has a brain and spinal cord that does everything, it has eyes, has a digestive system. All that came from the nutrition in that egg. The egg is one of the most nutritious foods in the world next to mama's milk, okay? And so you need to be eating eggs. I eat 3 eggs twice a day with soft yolk, soft scrambled in butter. I can pour my scrambled eggs off the little bowl because it's liquid. I don't get them where they're solid, because then you've killed so many of the nutrients, okay? And so don't forget, that's why these kids have all these emotional problems, because especially, you know, they're getting some kind of variation of Guillain-Barre syndrome because I don't want to eat eggs. Okay, here, have some Wheaties, breakfast of champions. But then The average lifespan of professional athletes is 62, except for basketball players is what? 31. Okay. And so it's one of those things where you have to say, okay, the breakfast of champions really isn't the best thing for you, because the gluten in the Wheaties kills your intestines. Your intestines look like a shag rug when you cut open an intestine during surgery or maybe an autopsy. The little finger-like villi make it look like a shag rug. When you eat gluten, within months, those villi go away, and now your intestines look like a plastic tube. You've lost 90% of the absorptive surface. Now, everybody with Guillain-Barre syndrome, everybody with, excuse me, Alzheimer's disease and that kind of stuff, MS, multiple sclerosis, they all have celiac disease. Excuse me, they all have celiac disease. That's telling you something. Another piece with the Guillain-Barre and also the things like MS, multiple sclerosis, women have 3 times the rate of multiple sclerosis as men. Women have 4 times the rate of multiple sclerosis, 4 times the rate of osteoporosis as men. Now, is that a gender thing? No, it's a dietary thing. Women don't want to get fat and have wrinkly skin, so they avoid animal fats. Okay, they avoid all kinds of stuff and want to be vegetarians and fruitarians and all this kind of stuff to keep their weight down. And they get all these deficiencies because they don't take their essential factors. When you start restricting your diet like that, and that's why women have such a rough time when it comes to MS and osteoporosis. Really, really tragic. But it's just their behavior, it's their choices of food and not taking essential factors. Okay, they think, well, I'm eating well. I eat vegetables and I eat fruit for every meal. Well, do you eat eggs? Oh no, that's got cholesterol in it. Do you eat red meat? Oh no, that's got cholesterol, and I don't want that. And so that's why I'm just a fruitarian. Okay, well, you better start shopping around for coffins because you're going to die early and you're going to be miserable between now and the time you die. You don't want to do that. And MS, Guillain-Barre syndrome, I believe, and osteoporosis of the skull, all 3 of those are related, okay? And you can have all 3 at the same time. You can have 2 of the 3. And it depends on what age you are. It's going to be what name they give it. You know, if you're a teenager, they're going to call it Guillain-Barre syndrome. If you're an adult, they're going to call it MS. And so it's one of those things where you know the truth now. And so you know what to do. Get off all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat bioranos, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. And cross-contamination, which we were talking about before we came on the air, from food preparation surfaces in the restaurants and things. You'll get cross-contaminated in food preparation surfaces in the laundry and so on. If you're washing your clothes, let's say you have a spouse who works in a bakery and you wash your clothes in the same washer and dryer they do, guess what? You're getting cross-contaminated. You're getting gluten, even though you're not eating it. You're getting it through skin contact because you're washing your clothes in the same washer and dryer that they're washing their clothes. And they're just covered in wheat dust, okay? Because they work in a bakery. And it's one of those things where the doctors have no clue, okay? And they give you all these names. Oh, you have MS, you have multiple sclerosis. And it comes and goes, and it comes and goes, and comes and goes, but you're not going to live a long, healthful life. Your life's going to be miserable all the way to where finally you're shopping around for coffins because I know I'm going to die tomorrow. I can't live like this kind of thing, okay? And this is not difficult. And this is why we have the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. We have the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, which is our big hammer. It has 215 nutrients in it, including the 90, of course, 16 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 minerals, and 3 fatty acids. And doing these sort of things, I've been able to get rid of so many diseases. I'm the guy who discovered the fact that cystic fibrosis was not a genetic disease of humans. I found the first case documented in a non-human primate at the Yerkes Primate Center in Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia, in 1960, 1967. And when I got it documented that it was in fact cystic fibrosis, and I sent it around just the slides, and I didn't tell them it's from a monkey. I said, I think this is cystic fibrosis. What do you think? And they all said, yeah. The medical school said, yeah, that's a classic example. And I told them it was from a monkey. And at the very least, we have a animal model now. They were so excited. I was in every newspaper, every radio show, every TV show, every day for about 3 months. Okay. And then I got permission to do biopsies in the other baby monkeys in the facility, and they all had cystic fibrosis. I said, this is not genetic. This is a simple nutritional deficiency disease. And they fired me. And so I started going to trade shows looking for something to do. And I found the school, NCNM, National College of Naturopathic Medicine in Portland, Oregon, went there and taught nutrition and pathology. And at the same time, I was taking classes. And so in 1982, I graduated as a naturopathic physician, naturopathic doctor. And that began my career as a physician, sort of post-veterinarian. And then I was working with kids who had muscular dystrophy. And one of our great distributors, Marvin Ropp, a Marine, he lives up in Idaho and Utah. And we were working with all these kids with muscular dystrophy in the Amish community, and we were curing them. And so we took 5 of them and brought them to Jerry Lewis. All the records and the doctors had signed off. They don't have muscular dystrophy anymore by biopsy. They didn't have it anymore. And Jerry Lewis got excited. He took these documents, okay, their clinical records and the sign-offs by these doctors that didn't have muscular dystrophy anymore, to the Muscular Dystrophy Association. And remember, over a period of 50 years, he did the telethon for the Muscular Dystrophy Association, raised $2.7 billion for them over 50 years. And they immediately fired Jerry Lewis because he agreed that muscular dystrophy was not a genetic thing. And so they fired Jerry Lewis. Okay. And then at the same time, all this information, Dr. Milan and I, we went to Heilongjiang province, China, Qishan University, and there's a disease there called Qishan disease. In that particular province, there's a mineral missing in the soil there. And just about every kid, if they're not taking the essential factors, will die from hypertrophic cardiomyopathy heart disease, which is essentially sudden death syndrome. And mothers were not laying on their babies. 99% of them died in the crib. So I made them change the name to crib death instead of sudden death syndrome, because the mothers were not laying on the babies and smothering them. That was all. I mean, that was a doctor's concoction to cover their butts because they didn't know why the babies were dying. So they blamed it on the mother laying on them. That was not true. They were dying in the crib. And so I was able to prove that these babies were, and it took us about 20 more years. My great attorney, Jonathan Emord, we fought the FDA. We sued them, I think, ultimately 12 times. We beat them every time. We forced them to put these nutrients into the baby formulas. And in 1990, when all this was happening, the rate of sudden death syndrome was 135 to 140 per 100,000 normal births. Today, it's 15 to 20. We dropped it by 90% by putting these nutrients into the baby formulas, Enfamil, Similac, and the like. So I'm very, very proud of that. It's a great, great, great history, and it's only just begun. We figure we got another 25 to 50 years left. We have a whole list of other diseases we're working on. And so this is one of those things where we have a track record. We have a track record. And so the Guillain-Barre thing, I believe we're going to make that disappear. Next, MS, I'm going to make that disappear. Multiple sclerosis, that's going to disappear because it's not an autoimmune disease. The body's not attacking itself. It's a simple nutritional deficiency thing. And we are excited because just think about it. Cystic fibrosis is gone. Muscular dystrophy is gone. Sudden death syndrome is gone. And now we're working on the Guillain-Barre syndrome. And also we're working on a thing called multiple sclerosis, MS. So with all that, we're going to add many healthy years to people's lives at the same time. And so it's a win-win-win-win-win-win situation. And I can't thank you and your team enough, Rebecca, for allowing me to share all this, because it's going to add many healthy years to people's lives. Over to you.
Well, we're empowering people, Dr. Wallach.
We're very proud of you.
They do not have to depend on a system that is broken. Let's be empowered, folks. Now, Dr. Wallach, you had mentioned about formula and getting nutrients added to formula. And right now there is in the United States an issue with getting formula. It's like people have forgotten how to feed babies without some type of processed food.
Well, for thousands of years before the formulas came along, people were using goat's milk, and they were using cow's milk, llama milk, camel milk. Okay, and so this is not anything new, because mothers had to work out in the fields and all this, that, and the other, and they didn't want to come home and breastfeed a baby because they've been working out in the sun all day, sweating and working hard, and they just want to come home, drink a little bit of water, and go to sleep. And so they began to, grandma is 60, 70, 80 years old. She couldn't breastfeed the baby. So she started, giving them the goat's milk and the cow's milk and the milk from llamas and so forth, and sheep's milk and so on. And that's how it worked. And they would put maybe a couple of drops of something, like, they would put, maybe something that had honey or something like that in it to make it taste a little sweet, make it taste good, so the babies would drink it up because it tasted like a llama. So they put a little bit of honey in there to make it taste better. And maybe they would put a kind of a teaspoon, or maybe not that much, maybe a quarter of a teaspoon of wood ashes into the goat's milk along with the honey. And the wood ashes were minerals, of course. And that's what the babies got as their supplement, as their drink, okay, when mothers were out there in the fields working. And so 75, 80-year-old grandmother was giving them the formula that they had created.
So let's talk about what formula we can create now in order to feed our babies, because I know wood ash is not available like it used to be. And then if you do ash, I get concerned about, plastics being in there when the things were burning and having that toxicity. So we're going to go for a non-toxic formula. And what Dr. Wallach is holding up, it's called our Kids Toddy. So I know there's a little bit of a glare on it, but Kids Toddy can be added to the formula and given to them. And the dosage is right there on the label.
Yeah, the dosage on the back label, how much per pound or how much per 10 pounds of body weight. And it tastes good. It's a liquid. It tastes like lemonade, but it can be added to cow's milk and goat's milk and just plain old milk. Pour out of the bottle, cow's milk at the table. Go ahead and add this to it. And don't forget the cherry mens use the same dosage scale. And then, of course, the EFAs are very important to prevent asthma and stuff like that. And so this is something that's kind of going like crazy right now because of the formula problem. And of course, I've been looking at the analyses of the formulas they're getting from the UK and so forth, all the other countries, Germany. And sure enough, they do have my formula. Okay, they made my formula because they didn't have the same laws we did, but when we forced our manufacturers to put these nutrients into the baby formulas to prevent sudden death syndrome, guess what? All the foreign countries began to do the same thing. So these formulas coming from the UK and also from Germany have those nutrients in there, because I was going to make a big stink if they were not in those formulas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and the nice thing about what you're holding up right there, Dr. Wallach, that formula, it's concentrated. It does not take very much in order to get into that child what is needed as the foundation, the 90 essential nutrients.
The essential factors.
Yes, the essential factors, because without those factors, our body just can't thrive. Might be able to survive, but not thrive.
For a short time, not maximally.
That's right. Well, we're looking for maximum. Why go small? We're going big. We want it all, Dr. Wallach.
All right.
And there's hands that want it all as well. So we're going to get to those hands. I've got my hand up. But I just want to remind everybody, thank you so much for joining us on Ask Doc Live. Make sure that you get back to the person or the newsletter or however you heard about us. Get back with them and say, thank you for sharing this information with me. I want more info, because we have so much to share that we just cannot share it in this short 2 hours, and it does go by fast. Let's go to our first hand that is up, and Vicky, go ahead and unmute yourself. If you're able to turn a camera on, fantastic.
Okay. Hi.
Hi,
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay.
we can hear you great. How can we help you? You're on live with Dr. Wallach.
All right. Hi, Dr. Wallach. Thank you for this. I've got 2 questions. I've got one about my son, who is 34 years old, 5'10", and weighs over 300 pounds. And I just sent him one of the packs, but I'm assuming we're going to have to triple the dose that what I'm taking for him. Is that correct? That he
Okay,
should take?
yeah, okay, he should be getting, does he have any other issues? High blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis?
Surprisingly, no.
I bet he does. Okay.
Well, he does take medication, and
Well,
he takes, okay, yeah, he takes, what do you call it? Something for, well, he takes Prozac, okay, and he takes something for his ADD. Those
okay.
2 things.
Okay, and so I guarantee you he's got other issues going on. Okay, he may
Yes.
not be complaining about it. He may be just taking some aspirin for his arthritis and that kind of stuff. But anyway, and you say he's 5'10". At 5'10",
Yes.
I'd like to see him weigh 180, so he's 120 pounds overweight. Okay, and so I need him to take optimally. He would take 3 healthy brain and heart packs a month, full dose everything at breakfast, full dose everything at lunch, full dose everything at dinner time. If finance is an issue, don't go any lower than 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month, full dose everything at breakfast, full dose everything at dinner time. Also, he needs to get 2 bottles a month of our MSM, so he can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner time, and they will support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone breaks, which includes the bone marrow, which is his immune system. Okay. And I also want him to have the collagen peptides. He could take one of those canisters, take a scoop with his breakfast drink and a scoop with his evening drink. He needs vitamin D3, which we spoke about earlier. He needs 3 of those 3 times a day. It'll be 3 bottles a month of the vitamin D3. And then to help him lose the weight, I want him to get, let's see here, 1 keto shake per day, 1 keto shake per day. It's a meal replacer. It's not to add to a meal. It's a meal replacer. And 2 or 3 of the Rebound sports drinks. Okay, it has 100 nutrients in it. And so again, it's a meal replacer. It's not to add to a meal. It doesn't have to be the same meal every day, but he will begin to lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And so within 3 or 4 or 5 months, he'll be down to where he needs to be. Now, how long does he have to stay on all these nutrients? Well, for the rest of his life, because if he gets off those nutrients again, it goes back to his old ways, within 3 to 6 months, he'll be back in trouble again. Okay, so he's got to stay on these things forever. This is not just a short time deal. Okay, this is forever. How long do you need oxygen? Forever. How long do you need water? Forever. How long do you need the essential nutrients? Forever. Okay. Okay, quickly, second question.
It's about myself. I'm 66, 5'3", weigh 126. I have migraines and allergies. And I have been on the pack. I am seeing a chiropractor because I've got cervical discs that are out of place in my neck. And but I'm still getting the migraines.
Okay. Do you have any ringing in your ears?
No.
Okay. Do you have any vertigo or dizziness?
No.
Do you have any dental problems, like implants or?
No.
I missed that. All I heard was a buzz.
No.
Okay. No. Okay. All right. So at 126 pounds, I want you to have Get rid of all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, bran, oats, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet ones got to go, because the carbonation in the diet drinks neutralize your stomach acid, so you cannot absorb minerals and digest food. Okay.
Okay.
Then I need you at 126 pounds to get the one healthy brain and heart pack. Take a half a dose of everything at breakfast, half a dose at dinner time. Go ahead and take the MSM, get 1 bottle of MSM, so you can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner time. That's going to support and promote maintenance, repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone breaks, including in your neck and so forth. Because if you got in your neck, you got problems elsewhere. They're just not showing up yet. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't get osteoporosis just in one vertebrae in the neck.
Mhm.
Okay. But you got symptoms there. Okay. And that's why the chiropractor is working on your neck. But I guarantee you got things going on in your knees. They may be clicking and popping. They may have a little tenderness at the end of the day or something like that. But you got stuff going on in your knees and your hips and your lower back and so on, and your fingers and your toes. It's just not as, for whatever reason, is more intense in your neck. Okay. And then, I want you also to take, as I said, the MSM. You can go ahead and take 1 bottle of that. So you can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner time. That's going to support and promote maintenance, repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, discs between the vertebrae, bone matrix, bone itself. I want you to take the collagen peptides, 1 canister a month. So you can take a scoop at breakfast, scoop at dinner time. I also, let's see here. Let's just go with that. That's a handful of stuff to start. For a drink,
Right.
you can use our Rebound or a sports drink. You can use that, okay, as a drink. Just don't take it after 4 o'clock in the afternoon, because you'll stay up all night. It has 100 nutrients in it. Red Bull is primarily sugar and caffeine. Our sports drink is 100 nutrients, okay, 75 minerals and 25 vitamins, amino acids. So give us a call, and after 2 weeks and 4 weeks and 6 weeks,
Okay.
as you're ordering the product, you can start on your diet correction right now. Don't wait until you get your stuff, to work on your diet. You start getting rid of the bad stuff immediately. In fact, what I would do is box it up and give it to your doctor, and write it off as an expense on your taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
But don't you
Now,
take it anymore.
No. What was the purpose of the sports drink?
Okay, you're getting vitamins and minerals and energy. Okay. You're
Mhm.
getting
Yes.
vitamins, minerals, and energy.
Okay.
So you don't have to sit at the table for 2 hours and eat to get all that stuff, because you're going to be able to take the drink with you and sip on it as you're walking around and driving and all this kind of stuff. Okay.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
You bet.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Okay.
All right, Dr. Wallach. Now I have a question from Ginny. Ginny has a niece who's 12 years old. She is 5'2", 178 pounds. She has bilirubin and protein in her urine. And they're wanting to know, what does she need to get on in order to get this corrected?
Okay, it sounds like she's
they
got
are-
a liver
so-
issue.
That's what I thought too, Dr. Wallach. Now,
Very
her
good.
sister had her gallbladder taken out a few years ago at the same age because of gallstones.
Were they?
They're saying for this little girl that if they're not able to get the numbers right, then they're going to be looking at removing her gallbladder.
Yeah, the doctor should go to jail. Okay. Okay, so the older one, she needs to be doing the same thing that I'm going to give, okay, for this little girl. Okay, the older one needs to do the exact same thing, because she doesn't have a gallbladder. The good Lord gave us a gallbladder for a purpose. Okay, the gallbladder stores bile, liquid bile, and every time you eat, the gallbladder contracts and squirts some of that liquid bile into your intestines so you can absorb healthy fats, fat-soluble vitamins, okay, things you need. You take out the gallbladder, suddenly now you're only getting 10% or less of what you need to pull that off. Okay, so people who have their gallbladders removed really should sue the doctor because they're causing them to not be able to efficiently absorb their nutrition. The gallbladder is not the problem. The gallbladder is a victim here. Okay. But they need to get rid of all the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, bread, rye, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet ones got to go. And then based on 100 pounds, each of those girls need to be on 1 healthy brain and heart pack per month for 100 pounds of body weight. Okay. They need the collagen peptides, a scoop of that with their breakfast drink and a scoop of that with their evening drink. They can use our Rebound sports drink. And then both of them need our ultimate enzymes. We call it the gallbladder in a bottle because it does have bile added to it. We've added bile from the gallbladders from beef that are killed in a slaughterhouse. And so we have bile in there. We call it the gallbladder in a bottle. It's our ultimate enzymes. Both those girls need to take 1 or 2 of those, say 5 to 10 minutes before each meal with a little bit of water. And it's going to resolve their symptoms. Okay, how long do they have to do this? Well, they both need to do this forever, especially the older one that's had her gallbladder removed. Okay, again, those doctors should go to jail to take a kid's gallbladder out. You got to be kidding me. Oh, no pun intended. Okay, all right, let's keep going here.
Let's keep going. So let's go to the next hand that is up, and HP. HP, if you can unmute yourself. And if you have a camera you can turn on, absolutely fabulous. You are on live with Dr. Wallach. Dr. Wallach, are you able to hear him?
Nope.
Okay, I see his lips moving and I show that he's unmuted, but I'm not able to hear him. HP, if you could make sure, I'm going to go to the next person, but if you could make sure that you select the audio and use your Wi-Fi or device audio, we'll come back to you. Okay, bud?
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, I heard you.
Got me now?
Yeah,
Good.
we can hear
Got you now.
Okay. So thanks for taking my call. Dr. Wallach, I spoke with you back in March, and I have 2 things I wanted to address, follow up on is my diabetes and my cholesterol. Back in November, I'm a 60-year-old male, 6 foot, 198. 198 is, I haven't weighed 198 pounds since I was a junior in high school. So I work out 5 days a week. I had a blood test back in November. My A1C was 10. I had a blood test 2 days ago and it dropped to 6.8, which I'm very happy and pleased with. I'm on metformin. It's been reduced to 1,000 milligrams. It was twice a day, but it's down to 1 per day. And I don't know, I want to get off the medications is basically what I'm trying to say
Hey.
here.
Okay, well, stop. Okay, so you need to be on 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. That's our big hammer. Okay, it has 215 nutrients in it, including the 90 essential nutrients from the original Healthy Start pack. 215 nutrients. Okay, guaranteed. And so you take that twice a day. That's 2 bottles, not 2 bottles, 2 packs, 2 packs of the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack per month. Take a full dose every breakfast, full dose every dinner time. And also at 198 pounds, I want you to take 2 bottles a month of our sweeties. 2 bottles a month of sweeties. Take 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner time.
I'm on that.
Okay,
I'm on
good.
the sweeties. I'm on the tangerine, the Osteo FX, and the
Okay.
EFA Plus.
Okay, good. Well, just the fact that your A1C went from 10 down to 6, that's a good thing.
Right.
Okay, so let's keep going, but I do want you to begin to slowly reduce your medication.
Correct.
Okay, don't cold turkey off of it, but say cut it by 25% and see what happens in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yep,
Okay.
absolutely. Yep. And can I just address my cholesterol? So the cholesterol right now, I'm on the Simvivastin, 20 milligrams. My doctor increased to 40 milligrams back in November after my blood test. I had a lot of the 20 milligrams left, so I just continued on that, and I really watched my diet. But it's just strange that my cholesterol actually went up. It went from 157 to 173, and my LDLs went from 96 to 110. And I've been really, between exercise and eating a lot better. And I'm puzzled on that. And his answer to all of this was, I need more drugs. And
Okay, well, you need a
I
different,
just
you
want to
need
go the
to,
other way.
yeah, you need to fire him, okay? He needs firing. Okay, terminate your relationship with that doctor. Okay, first of all, cholesterol does not cause plaque in the arteries. The doctors missed that one by a billion miles.
Correct.
They are the ones who've created all these problems by getting people off of cholesterol and then giving them statin drugs. Are you on statin drugs?
Yeah, the Symbivast and Vast.
Okay, well, okay, you need to cut it by 25% immediately.
Okay.
Okay, and then, you know, then test yourself again, okay, for cholesterol. And then it's the whole goal here is in within 6 months, you're totally off of the statin drugs, because you're going to wind up getting MS, multiple sclerosis, if you keep going the way you're going. Okay, multiple sclerosis is due to a cholesterol deficiency. You get demyelinization of the brain. The brain is 80% fat. And depending on the part of the brain you're talking about, it could be 25%, 50%, 75% is cholesterol. Your body makes cholesterol. Your brain cells make cholesterol. Cholesterol is not bad.
Right.
And so when doctors came out, you know, 100 years ago and say, oh, cholesterol causes plaque in the arteries. No, plaque in the arteries is caused by salad dressings and cooking oils and fried foods, causing inflammation.
Do you think my overall total cholesterol of 173, he seemed to think that's still not within range?
Well, that's way too low. Okay.
It's too low. But
Yeah,
he
you
seems to
see-
think it's not low enough.
Well, that's because he has kids in college and they need tuition. Are you getting the picture here?
Yeah. And even my triglycerides are down to 86 from 161. I
Yeah.
feel real good about all this stuff, but I'm kind of,
Well, you're
feel like-
feeling good about the paper numbers, but you're going to kill yourself here.
but I'm just saying, I based on these numbers, I don't feel like I need to be on all these medications.
Well, but don't just cold turkey off of them. You
No, I
reduce
won't.
them by, say, 25%. Don't do them all at the same time. Okay. I'd start with the statin drugs, reduce that by 25%, and then 2 weeks later, test yourself again. Okay. But people's cholesterol should be 325. And you're down
Got it.
below 200, yeah, you're in trouble. And so guess what? Testosterone, the male hormone, is 95% by weight cholesterol. You get on statin drugs, there ain't nobody home anymore. And suddenly now you need to go to a sex doctor because you've been taking all these statin drugs and avoiding cholesterol, and you can't make testosterone.
Interesting.
Okay, so that's why these doctors need to be sued. They need to go to jail. They need to have their licenses taken away because they are running in the wrong direction. Because insurance pays, just like MS. You know how much insurance companies pay out in the United States alone each year just to treat symptoms of MS?
I can't imagine.
$85 billion. The US government came out with that just a couple of weeks ago. $85 billion are spent each year in America treating the symptoms of MS, multiple sclerosis. $85 billion are paid out by the US insurance companies, and you never hear about that. I mean, that should be front page news every day, okay? And that's just paying for the symptom treatment. $85 billion. I mean, that's more than we spend on our military.
So with my LDL cholesterol, that was high. That was 110. It should be less than 100. I shouldn't really worry about that.
Yeah, it should be up around 300. It should be around 300.
The actual, just the LDL cholesterol.
Oh,
Just the-
yeah, I'm talking about, well, your LDL should be about, 2/3 of your total cholesterol.
Okay.
And Dr.
And
Wallach,
shellfish is good.
Well,
Like-
shellfish is good. Of course, like everything else, you can't have fried oysters.
No,
You can't have fried
no,
shrimp.
right.
You
No,
can't have
I was
fried
doing it in an
anything,
air
okay?
fryer.
No, that's a frying. It doesn't matter where the temperature is coming from, whether it's
Okay.
a grill. See, they're killing people with these air fryers because you're heating those fats and oils to frying temperatures. It doesn't matter whether it's over a flame or hot air.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Good
Some of the
stuff.
some of the most dangerous politicians are dangerous because of their hot air.
Okay. Very good.
yeah. The thing about hot air air fryers is that they are less messy. Okay, they're more convenient for the cook, but they're a killer.
Same outcome.
Same outcome.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll check in and update
Yeah, say
you
two.
down the road.
2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. It's toll-free number. Doesn't cost you anything to call.
Very good. Thanks so much.
Yeah, people want to hear your story.
Thanks, HP. And if I
Thank you.
may, I would like to add a little bit about the air fryer. People say, well, I don't use oil in it. Well, no, you have food that has oil already in it, naturally occurring. And that heat is heating that oil up. And that's what we're talking about. Not even an air fryer, because you're taking that natural oils in the food, taking it to extreme heats, that's then converting it into toxins for your body that are going to kill you. So I just wanted to add a little bit of clarity on that, because I get that question a lot. It's like, well, how about an air fryer? No, not even an air fryer. Well, I'm not using oil. No, you're not. But technically, you're not adding oil, but you are still using the oil that's in naturally occurring in that food.
That's right. You hit
So-
the nail on the head. You're heating the natural fats and oils in the meats to frying temperatures.
Yeah, which is usually over 400
Yeah.
degrees. So, and higher, depending on the food. Well, Dr. Wallach, let's go to the next hand that is up. And G. Lotte, go ahead and unmute yourself. If you have a camera, go ahead and turn that on.
Hi, Doc. I'm a big fan, by the way.
Okay, thank you. Where are you from?
I'm from England.
Okay. Good day, mate.
Thank you. Yeah, big fan. You're an amazing human being. I have 3 quick questions, please.
Okay.
Okay, the first question is, I am currently taking Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain the difference with that and your Ultimate Classic liquid, please?
Well, the Ultimate Classic, which I say, is a liquid multiple, okay, as opposed to the BTT 2.5, is that's what you're talking about, okay? The BTT 2.5 has much more nutrients in it, okay? Just look at the number of nutrients, just read the labels. And you can take the BTT 2.5 powder and tablets with you places. The liquid you can't. It's just too cumbersome. And so I would go with the BTT 2.5, but I rather go with the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, which is a complete program. It has the EFAs and all that other stuff in that package. The ultimate, okay, the BTT 2.0, the ultimate, excuse me, the yeah, you just need all 215 nutrients, okay? 215 nutrients, okay? 215 nutrients is in the Healthy Start Pack. That's what I'm looking at, the Healthy Start Pack. Okay, that's the 90. And then the BTT 2.0 is the next step up, 215 nutrients as opposed to 90. The 90 is in there, but I like the bigger program, Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. $215 nutrients is bigger than 90.
Excellent. Okay. Sorry, I accidentally muted myself. Okay, thank you for that. That was one question. I do a lot of fasting. So I was just wondering what the benefits are with taking longevity products on an empty stomach versus with a meal.
Okay, well, on an empty stomach, you're going to absorb it more efficiently, more rapidly, because it's not competing with surface space with other food. So you're going to get a faster hit from taking it on an empty stomach. But fasting, goes back to the beginning of time, so it's nothing new. And if you're taking your nutrients, there's nothing wrong with fasting. Just stay away from air fryers.
Okay. Right. The last question is: I've been on thyroid medication for 3 years. So I'd just like to know the best products.
Okay, we have two products to add to the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack for thyroid, one of which is called Ocean's Gold. It comes from one ocean. It's, I think, 8 or 9 different seaweeds and stuff like that, and sea plants and kelp and so forth. And then we have another one from the other ocean. It's called Fucoid Z in capsules, but we also have a liquid form of the Fucoid Z in capsules. Same formula, it's just a liquid. It's called Z Radical. So you have your choice. But I take both the Fucoid Z capsules, and I take also the Ocean's Gold. I take them both. And I'm 83 years old. I don't have any thyroid problems.
Wow. Okay, that's brilliant, Dr. Wallach. Yeah, I'm a big fan, and God bless.
Okay. Okay. Do you live here in the States, or are you calling from the UK?
I'm literally calling from the UK. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, and give all our friends in the UK a big hug for us. Okay.
I will do. Thank you.
Okay. God bless.
Thank you.
All right, Dr. Wallach, I have another question coming in from the UK. And Rad has a question in regards to helping out his dad, his father, who is 68, 6 foot, 242 pounds. 3 years ago, he had his hips replaced, both of his hips. He has a collapsing lumbar spine. He's on medication for blood pressure. He has increased uric acid levels, memory issues, can't recall folks' names, white hair and mustache. He's on a beta blocker, medication for dehydration, and medication to lower the heart rate. What would you recommend for Rad's father, Dr. Wallach?
Okay. Sounds like he's got osteoporosis of the skull. And of course, he got osteoporosis everywhere. And I'm sorry, he's already had his hips replaced. I can't fix that. But I can tighten up the bones around the hip replacements so they don't wobble around in there and create pain. But at 242 pounds, Rad's dad needs to get off all the bad foods: no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, butter, brown nose, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet ones got to go, because the carbonation neutralizes stomach acid, so you cannot efficiently digest food or absorb minerals. Very important. And then at 242 pounds, he's right on that cusp, but I'd have him take 2 Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month, 2 Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month. I want him to take, let's see here, 2 bottles a month of the MSM, so he can take 3 with breakfast, 3 with lunch, 3 dinner time. They're going to support and promote maintenance repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, discs between the vertebrae, bone, makes the bone itself. And then I want him to take the collagen peptides, a scoop of that with his breakfast drink, a scoop of that with his dinner drink. I also want him to have, because of the high blood pressure, I want him to get 2 bottles a month, maybe 3, but a minimum of 2 bottles a month of our Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Take 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner time. He may need in the beginning to take 3 times a day, but take a minimum of 3 twice a day of the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Don't cold turkey off his medication for high blood pressure, but as the blood pressure begins to go down, he can slowly reduce the medication based on the numbers. Usually it takes anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks to get off the medication, but he needs to stay on that Ultimate Daily Classic tablets forever. Okay. And then let's see here. For the memory, we do have a product called Emery FX. You can take 3 of those twice a day. We also have a product called Synaptive, which gives the brain cells the nutrition they need to be able to create chemicals to talk to their neighboring brain cells and get the memory back. Okay. And because he has a heart issue, I also, let's see here, I think we're covering the heart. Yeah, so I think we're covering almost just about everything that needs to be covered here. He's 6 foot tall. He's on this program. He's going to lose a little bit of weight just because he's staying away from the bad foods. And at 6 foot tall, I like to see him weigh 200, 205 kind of thing. So he needs to lose about 30 pounds, and he'll lose maybe a half a pound every other day or so on this program doesn't need to do our special weight loss program here because he's taking quite a bit of stuff. But give us a call every couple of weeks and we will walk you guys through this.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Wallach. It is break time, everybody. So get up and stretch. Make sure you get some movement going on. Run to the restroom if you need to. Fill up your cup. Throw in a splash of minerals. In fact, this one right here, I have the strawberry kiwi minerals mixed in with it, and also some of our Renew IQ, which I absolutely love that combination. Just stay hydrated. Make sure that your hydration is doing your body good. So everybody, we will be right back with Ask Doc Live. Okay, and we are back with Ask Doc Live. Just as a reminder, if you were invited here by somebody specific, you want to make sure that you get back with them. If you have any questions about what was discussed on today's program, and if you would like to also start being more empowered of your health journey and get started on a protocol that is Dr. Wallach approved using the supplements that we have found that are a solution to replacing deficiencies that are commonly associated with over 600 different diseases, folks. 600, that's a lot. So AskDocLive.com. That is where you will find all of the replays for our Ask Doc Live program. We have them there since we started this program almost 2 years ago. So we started in July of 2020, and in the hopes that more people will see that we do have a broken medical system, but we do not have to be dependent on a system that is failing so many. We ourselves, through the science of epigenetics, can have a better control over where our health journey takes us. So share this program with others. Make sure that they also know that they can take control. They do not have to be dependent on pharmaceuticals. All right. So as soon as Dr. Wallach is back, he's going to get his headset back on and we will be able to continue. So I hear you, Dr. Wallach. Pretty soon you'll be able to hear me. There we go. Welcome back, Dr. Wallach.
Okay.
Are you ready to get started again? We have
Yes,
lots
ma'am.
of hands today. So let's go to the next guest who has her hand up. Anne, go ahead and unmute yourself. Thank you for having your camera on. You are on live with Dr. Wallach.
Thank you for taking my call, Dr. Wallach. I
Hi.
really feel like you're my last hope for survival because I have
Oh my gosh.
I have such complicated health issues.
Well, you have a whole team here. You have a whole team here waiting to
Thank
help you.
you. I'm so happy. Thank you. I weigh 178. I'm 5'4". I'm 68 years old. I've had 4 heart attacks and a double bypass, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure. My kidney function is at 30. I'm having recent breathing attacks, and I have Charcot foot with bone transplants in both feet, thinning hair, no gallbladder, and a broken neck from an accident. So that's very complicated, and I'm just very unhappy with the medical system and how I've been treated for these conditions.
Yeah, well, your doctor had kids in college and needed tuition money, so he thanks you very much.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you weigh 178 pounds, okay?
Yes.
All right, so this is not complicated. It sounds complicated, but it's not complicated. Number one, you need to get rid of all the bad foods. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, butter, rye, oats, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet one's got to go. Now, this is not only yourself, this is everybody in the household. This includes the dog and the cat, and you got to read the labels, make sure there's no gluten in there. You got to watch where you wash your clothes so there's no cross contamination in the washer and dryer. You got to watch going to restaurants, and I only eat salads when I go to a restaurant, but then the waitress who's bringing you your salad just delivered 3 loaves of bread and a table next to you, and she's covered in gluten dust. Okay. And so you got to pay attention to those details, right?
Yes.
Then at 178 pounds, I want you to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. The full dose, everything twice a day. That's the heart and brain and heart. Okay. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. Full dose, everything twice a day. Then I want you to get 2 bottles a month of our MSM. So you can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner time. And they will support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, discs between a vertebrae, bone breaks your bone itself, and all this knee stuff and foot stuff and ankle stuff and toe stuff and finger stuff and neck stuff will go away. Do you have any ringing in the ears?
No.
Do you have any vertigo or balance problems?
Occasionally, not much, but
Okay.
occasionally.
Okay. Do you have any dental problems? Any things like dentures or?
I have 3 dental implants.
Okay. Okay. Any receding gums, anything like that?
No.
Okay. Did you ever have Bell's palsy or trigeminal neuralgia, pain in your face?
No.
Okay. Do you have anything? You say you got stuff going on in your heart. Do you have a diagnosis of atrial fibrillation, anything like that?
No.
Okay. You have high blood pressure, right?
Yes.
Then I want you to take 2 bottles a month of our Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Take 3 of those twice a day. Don't cold turkey off your medication, but as you know, you need to continue, testing your blood pressure. And as your blood pressure comes down, you can slowly reduce the medication based on the numbers. It might take you anywhere from, say, 2 to 6 weeks to see some real spectacular benefit, but don't cold turkey off the medication. Do it slowly based on the numbers, okay? Same way with the diabetes. Get 2 bottles a month of our sweeties. So you can take 3 of those twice a day. And again, don't cold turkey off your diabetes medication, but as the blood sugar comes down, you can slowly reduce the medication based on the numbers. Now, are you taking metformin, the oral stuff, or are you taking
Yes.
injectable?
Metformin and insulin.
Oh, both. Okay. Yeah, because the metformin is an oral thing. The odds are you're not going to get much benefit from the metformin by itself because you got, damage your intestines from eating gluten. And so that's not going to be very valuable to you for lowering blood sugar. That's why you're on both. The doctor knows that. Okay. And okay. Then you have lung issues. That's why I want you to have that healthy brain and heart pack, because it does have nutrients in there that's very essential for the lungs. The hair is a good sort of barometer for what's going on inside of you. Do you color your hair?
Occasionally, not often.
Okay, but the hair color will come back and you'll start growing more hair. Okay, your skin requires an enormous amount of nutrition to grow hair. Okay, and so when you have white hair, it's not an age thing, it's a nutritional deficiency thing. The hair color comes back and people say, are you dyeing your hair? No, I'm just taking, my essential factors here. My hair is making its own color again. Okay, isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
So I think we've covered it here. Oh, you have gallbladder issues. Okay, I do want you to get our Ultimate Daily. Now let me back up. Our Ultimate Enzymes. Take Ultimate Enzymes. I get a couple bottles of those per month. So you can take. We call it the gallbladder in a bottle. Okay, it's the Ultimate Enzyme gallbladder in a bottle because it does have bile in it. We've taken the bile from the gallbladders of beef that has been killed in slaughterhouses. We dry it and put it into these enzymes. Okay, the good Lord put the gallbladder in us for a purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's to help you absorb fat soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, and that kind of stuff. Also help you absorb good fats to prevent lung diseases and all kinds of skin problems and hair loss and all this kind of stuff. So you need the good fats, and the gallbladder helps you absorb them. Every time you eat a meal, the gallbladder contracts, squeezes bile into there to help you absorb those fats and fat soluble nutrients into your body, okay, from your intestine. So when the gallbladder is gone, you're not getting that action. Okay, that's why you're having these problems. So we've dealt with the heart, we've dealt with the diabetes, we've dealt with the high blood pressure, we dealt with the lungs, we dealt with the hair, and we dealt with the gallbladder. So I think we're good. You're going to lose a few pounds just by getting rid of the bad foods. So at 5'4", I'd like to see you weigh maybe 100 140. So you'll lose 25, 30 pounds. It might take you a month or two, but you'll lose it just because you're staying away from all the bad foods. Okay. Give us a call every couple of weeks because everybody's going to want to hear what's going on to that. Ann, what happened?
What about the kidney function? That's my big concern.
Okay, well, the same thing that deals with high blood pressure is going to help you with kidney function. The kidney depends on the arteries bringing in the blood to get filtered. And so when it doesn't get enough blood coming into the kidneys, they don't like it. And so they rebel, get all kinds of stuff going on. But you're not on dialysis yet, correct?
No.
Okay, well, we can prevent that. We take people that haven't urinated in 10 years or on dialysis 6 days a week. And in 2 weeks' time, they're urinating after 10 years. And so on this program, and we get them down to 3 days dialysis instead of 6. And in 2 more weeks, they're totally off of dialysis. They were on dialysis for 25 years. But the last 10 years, they haven't urinated. So they're on dialysis 6 days a week. Okay, and we deal with that all the time. Okay, it's just a matter of making the arteries happy in the kidneys, and then all the bad stuff goes away.
Okay, so I'm on the 2 packs of the 90 Essentials daily. Do I continue that or just go over to the brain and heart?
Go over to the brain and heart because the ultimate, let's see, the Healthy Start Pack, okay, the Healthy Start Pack is in, okay, the 90 essential nutrients are in the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. The Healthy Brain and Heart Pack has 215 nutrients, the 90 of which are in there from the Healthy Start Pack, okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay, you were thinking correctly, you just didn't have the whole package.
Okay, so there's hope.
Oh, listen, you're going to add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life, okay? That's the goal here. I'm 83 years old, and most people think I'm in my 50s or maybe even early 60s, but certainly not 83, but I'm 83. And so it's one of those things where I can testify that I know that I'm going to live well beyond 120, okay? And unless I get hit by a car or something like that. That is, you know, I'm not going to die of kidney failure. I'm not going to die of heart failure. I'm not going to die of, you know, any of that kind of stuff. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, Ann, look forward to hearing from you again soon. God bless you, dear.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
There is definitely hope, and so keep going. You are on a great start. Let's just move right into the next hand that is up, Dr. Wallach. Jennifer, go ahead and unmute yourself. You're on live with Dr. Wallach, my dear.
Thank you. I do have a question. I'm weigh 190 pounds. I'm 5'4". I'm 58 years old. I was diagnosed with breast cancer last year. I refused chemo, radiation, and the hormone blocker that they wanted me to take. But I've always had reproductive issues. And when I left the medical doctor, I went to my chiropractor, and the first thing she did was take me off of gluten, fried foods, and other
good for your chiropractor.
And I had been gluten-free for a year, and I was just wondering what you would recommend for my situation.
We want to stay gluten-free for the rest of your life, okay?
Yes,
go back
that's
to
the
gluten.
plan.
Yeah, are you coloring your hair?
No, I do not.
So you have just a little bit of gray in there, not much.
I do.
Okay. Well, gray hair is not due to age, it's due to nutritional deficiency. So it gives you a clue what's going on when you have gray hair. Okay. It's a clue you're missing some nutrients. Okay.
Okay.
And so, and you weigh 190 pounds. I apologize. I didn't get how tall you were.
I'm 5'4".
5'4".
And
okay.
since I have gotten off of gluten and the other stuff, I've lost 68 pounds.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes, it's been amazing.
Are you from Texas?
No, I'm not.
Where are you from?
Mississippi. South Mississippi.
Mississippi, okay. I was trying to figure out where the accent was. South Mississippi, okay. Okay. All right, so I want you to, again, at 5'4", I'd like to see a way maybe 130 pounds, 120 pounds. So we need to lose a little bit of weight. I want you to get our keto shake, 1 meal a day. It's a meal replacer. It's not to add to a meal. It could be any meal. You can have 2 meals a day lunch to just lunch for Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday could be dinner, Thursday and Friday could be breakfast, whatever. but it doesn't have to be the same meal, but it's a meal replacer. It's not to add to a meal. 1 keto shake, and you can have 2 of our rebound shakes, or excuse me, our rebound drinks with that. And you'll be able to, there's 100 nutrients in our rebound shakes compared to with Red Bull. It's primarily sugar and caffeine in Red Bull, right? So our sports drink is nutrition. And then at 190 pounds to start with, I want you to be on 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. That's our big hammer. Okay, it has 215 nutrients in it. So full dose of everything at breakfast, full dose of everything at dinner time. I also want you to take our Fucoid Z. Take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. That's going to support your immune system. I also want you to get our, let's see here. I need you to get our, okay, breast cancer. Oh, I said the sports drink, okay, the rebound, there you go, the rebound. And so let's just go there. I do want you to take the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. That's going to help you with blood pressure and blood flow. I do want you to take also our 2 bottles a month of our MSM. So you can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner time. They're going to support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone matrix, which is your bone marrow, okay, which is your immune system here, which is really good for your immune system. I also want you to take the collagen peptides, take a scoop of that at breakfast, a scoop of that at dinner time in your drink, and that's going to support again your bone marrow, which is where your immunity comes from, your white blood cells and antibodies and so forth. And your immune system is your best friend here. One last thing on the immune system. Okay, we do have the killer biotic. It's our reishi mushrooms. Okay, and you want to take 3 of those twice a day. And you can actually go to Siri or online and say, hey, give me some results of some research done with reishi mushrooms and breast cancer. You'll get more information. It'll blow your mind how much information we know on the use of reishi mushrooms to help, in the therapy of breast cancer, because it supports the immune system, including the bone marrow. Okay.
Okay. One last question. What did you recommend for the thinning hair?
Okay. Well, again, we have hair, skin, and nails. If you want to go to that, hair, skin, and nails, you can take 3 of those twice a day. And then the hair growth will start coming back. We take people that are like bowling balls for 40 years, don't have a hair in their head for 40 years. And in 4 to 6 weeks on our program, the hair starts growing back. And in 3 months' time, their hair is full again and just the same color it was when they were 12 years old.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah. And so it's one of those things where we have a lot of experience. We've been doing this for 75 years. And so please do give us a call every couple of weeks. You have questions, you have results, or you have questions and you don't have results, give us a call every couple of weeks. It's toll free, doesn't cost you anything to call us. And people want to know whatever happened to that Jennifer girl. She had some interesting stuff going on and we want to know how she's doing. Okay, so people want to hear from you. Okay.
Thank you, Jennifer. Dr. Wallach, let's go to one of the email that I got today. Well, it wasn't today. It was over the past week. But Kieran is 67 years old, 168 pounds, 5'3", some gray hair, has type 2 diabetes, hypertension, and she's on medication for the diabetes, medication for hypertension. She just found out that she has 50 to 60% blockage of one carotid artery. She does have varicose veins and arthritis, probably in all joints, but especially bothered by spinal arthritis from the sacrum to the neck, including the loss of 1 inch. She experiences some dizziness and tinnitus at times, says the bad cholesterol is too high, triglycerides are okay. Statin has been recommended, but she has refused. She has acne, eczema, restless leg syndrome, difficult with bladder control. And she's wanting to know what she needs to take. She's been sharing our program with everyone she knows and figures she should get herself straightened out and become a distributor because she tells
Okay.
everybody about us. So where shall
Okay.
we start with Karen?
Okay, well, first of all, she's got osteoporosis of the skull. That's why she's got ringing in the ears. She's got dizziness and all that kind of stuff. She got osteoporosis of the skull. And if she goes to some doctor, they might even say, you know, she has multiple sclerosis. Okay, so that's a possibility too. But all these things are just simple nutritional deficiency issues. So none of the bad foods, and she's been working on that, so it shouldn't be too hard. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, rye, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet one's got to go. And at 168 pounds, I want her to take 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, the full dose, everything twice a day, 215 nutrients in that pack. Okay, 215 nutrients, including the 90 essentials. And then I want her to have 2 bottles a month. Let's back up. Yeah, 2 bottles a month of the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Okay, Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. I want her to take 3 of those twice a day. That'll support healthy blood pressure. And don't cold turkey off the medication, but as the blood pressure drops, she can slowly reduce the medication based on the numbers. Diabetes, I want her to get 2 bottles a month of our sweeties, so she can take 3 of those twice a day again. Don't cold turkey off the medication, but as her blood sugar drops, she can slowly reduce the medication and stay on her sweeties. I also want her to have the, let's see here, she needs vitamin D3. I want her to take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. And I think I said, if I didn't, MSM, she needs the MSM, 3 of those with breakfast, 3 with lunch, 3 at dinner time. That'll be 2 bottles a month of the MSM. That's going to support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, discs between the vertebrae, bone breaks your bone itself. And it's going to be an amazing thing for her. Okay. And let's see here. She got clogged arteries, so she does need the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, and she needs to take 3 of those twice a day. That'll support healthy blood flow through blocked arteries in her brain, her heart, coronary arteries in her kidneys, and every place else, and also support healthy blood flow and also support healthy blood pressure. So she's got an intense program here, so she needs to be in touch with us like every 2 weeks. And we'll walk her through this because she's going to have a great testimony. As the call is toll free. And so people are going to want to know what's going on with that Karen girl with all those problems she's got. Okay. And this is not unusual because when people have a gluten problem, they cannot absorb nutrition. And so it's not unusual for people to have 8, 10, 12, 15, 20 different diseases. They're on 20 different medications. They're seeing 18 different doctors. But insurance pays, so who cares, right? But see, this is all wrong because it's telling you she's not getting the nutrition she needs because she's eating gluten, wheat, brown oats. And again, some doctors might say she has MS, multiple sclerosis, because she got these things going on in her head, but it's osteoporosis of the skull. That's why I say osteoporosis of the skull, MS, and Guillain-Barre disease. The 3 of them, I believe, are the same disease, just varying. It depends on which part of the body is more severely impacted. So you get slightly different percentage of symptom range, but it's the same basic pathology. Okay, back to you.
And Dr. Wallach, one thing that I wanted to add to that is if you're eating by the USDA pyramid, they say that grains are supposed to be the biggest part of your diet, and those are killing you. They were me.
Yeah, well, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. Thank you. That's one of the reasons I love you, because you're very thoughtful for everybody else. The loss of nutrients is a terrible, terrible thing, and we see this so often. And doctors just want to give prescriptions for the symptoms. Just for MS, multiple sclerosis alone, $85 billion a year in the United States alone just to treat the symptoms. That's what the insurance companies are paying out. Did you ever hear that before? $85 billion?
And think about it, Dr. Wallach, what about those of us who were not billing through insurance and paying out of pocket?
Woo,
That doesn't include us.
that's correct.
So
Wow.
the number is even greater. It's insane. And here I'm spending not even a fraction of that, not even like a millionth of that. And I'm achieving optimal health. I'm loving life. I look forward to getting older. You and I have birthdays coming up real soon.
Woo.
And yeah, and it's absolutely fabulous not to be ailing. So, and yes, there is lots of hope, lots of hope.
Okay.
Let's go to our, go ahead, Dr. Wallach. What were you
No,
going
it's
to say?
just, no, nothing. Just go ahead.
Okay, well, let's go to our next hand that is up, and Karina, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we already talked, one of my questions was going to be about
Stop.
thyroid. And we
Stop.
already,
Stop. Tell me who you are, how old you are, what you weigh.
so my name is Karina. I am 5'5" and I weigh 165 now. And I am on the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack and various other things. I'm on both of the things you mentioned for thyroid. I have hypothyroidism. On the NP thyroid right now, which I'm trying to get off of and heal the thyroid, so I don't have to be on that anymore. And so I am on both of the things you mentioned when the other person asked. I'm on the Fucoid Z and also the Ocean's Gold. So things are getting better. I've lost some weight since I've been on the program, been gluten-free and done your eating program, have your cookbook, all of that. So my question for you is, when we go to the doctor, this last time, my sister has hypothyroid too. And so they're saying that they wanted to increase her medication. And I'm wondering if any of the things that we're taking would affect the lab test, because so many of them say, stop taking everything for 3 days before you come for your test. And I didn't know if that would include any of the supplements that we're on, if that would affect the lab results, if we should stop taking everything, which, you know, I don't want to stop taking my nutrients for 3 days. That seems dumb, but I just wanted to ask you if there was any truth to the fact of what we should stop taking before we go for labs.
Okay, well, see, they can't believe that you're under control. Okay, because they don't understand the nutrition piece of it. So they want to see if you stop taking your supplement, your drugs, if your numbers go bad again. Okay, now you didn't give me how much you weigh. You said 170 pounds?
165, yeah.
165. Okay, how old are you?
I'm 50.
50. Okay, all right. So you have thyroid issues. What else you got? You coloring your hair?
Yes.
Okay. And so again, loss of hair color is not due to age, it's due to nutritional deficiency. So that's what I'm asking. And do you have any other issues? High blood pressure, diabetes?
No.
Okay. Do you have anything like celiac or irritable bowel syndrome, diverticulitis, anything like that?
No, thankfully.
Any high blood pressure?
No.
No. Okay. All right. So this is fairly simple. At 170 pounds, I want you to get rid of all the bad foods. And this is for our listeners also. No bad foods. And you're already working on that. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, no butter, rye, oats, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the air fryers are out. No frying foods, no air fryers. Okay. And then you need, at 170 pounds, I want you to take 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose of everything twice a day. I want you to take 2 bottles a month of our MSM. So you can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner time. They will support and promote maintenance repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between vertebrae, bone breaks, bone itself. And of course, it also includes dealing with the skin, which is 2/3 of your skin thickness is connective tissue, kind of like tendons and ligaments kind of thing. And I do want you to take our Ocean's Gold for thyroid. Take 3 of those twice a day. There's 2 bottles a month. You can also take our Fucoid Z if you want. I take both. the Fucoid Z, take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles per month. And they're from 2 different oceans, but in each case, it's a combination of dried seaweed, algae, plankton, all kinds of different things, okay, in there. And you're getting all these wonderful minerals and things, which makes the thyroid happy, and it'll help you lose weight. Because when people gain weight, it's because they're minerally deficient. They develop a behavior called pica. And when you have pica, even if you eat a 3,000 calorie meal, you're still hungry. You just keep eating and eating and eating and eating because your body's looking for that missing nutrient. So you take the nutrients, and suddenly now, why are you leaving your food? You usually gobble that up in 10 minutes. Why did you leave half your plate? Are you okay? Well, yeah, I'm just not hungry. Okay, well, that's because you're taking the essential factors, and now you don't have pica anymore. Okay, so all that will work for you. And
Yeah, I have definitely seen that.
okay, good. And so the hair thing, I take people that have been bald like a bowling ball for 40 years, don't have one single hair in their head for 40 years. And in say 2 to 4 weeks, they start growing hair. And in 2-3 months, their hair is all back again, the color it was when they were 12 years old. And they're freaking everybody out because everybody's saying, did you have implants? How come you have so much hair now?
Yeah.
Okay, give us a call every couple of weeks. It's toll free.
Okay. And so there's no reason though to go off the nutrients. It won't skew the thyroid levels that they're testing.
Yeah, that's why they want you to get off your medication for the thyroid, because they can't believe you're doing so good.
Okay. Okay.
So
Thank you.
So see, they think there's something wrong with their lab test.
Yeah. Right. That's got to be it.
It's got to be it. Because you
Thank
can't
you.
get well. You can't get well without their stuff.
Right. Right. Of course not.
Okay, thank you so much, Karina.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Karina. Great information shared there. Let's go to the next hand that is up, and Mark, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Okay, Mark, you're on the air.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good. A
Okay.
couple of things.
Where are you from? Where are you from? You say good
I'm from
morning.
Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Okay, it's afternoon.
Yes, it's the morning. It's 9:30 in the morning.
Okay, what's up?
I'm just to let you know, I'm 6'1", I'm 60 years old, I'm 6'1", 200 pounds. A couple of things. I'm generally in pretty good health, I believe. I'm not a doctor, so it's just how I feel. A couple of things. Recently, I've noticed my blood pressure seems to be creeping up. I generally, most of my life, always came in 100 over 60, 110 over 60, 110 over 70. Now I'm generally about 140 over 80 or 90 a lot of the times that I check it. Or 135, maybe over 70, 75. So that's number one. The second thing is, it may have something to do with it. Just to go back 7 years, I had a road bicycling accident and was in a coma for 2 months. And glory to God, I'm here talking. So other than that, I do have some nerve damage in my right lower leg. I'm kind of interested if there's anything that you know that we could do about that. Other than that, I feel pretty good. I feel fortunate. So
okay, let's see. You have a hat on, so I can't tell. Do you have any white, gray, or silver hair?
Pardon me?
Do you have any white, gray, or silver hair?
Oh yeah, it's all gray.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, would you look at that? Okay, that has nothing to do with age. That says you're severely minerally deficient. Okay,
Yeah,
the hair color, loss of hair color means you're severely minerally deficient. That is not an aging thing. I'll get your hair. I'll get your normal hair color back. What's your normal hair color? Brown, black, red?
It was dark brown.
Okay, well, be prepared because in 6 months' time, your hair will be dark brown again.
That'd be great.
Yep. So it tells you you're absorbing. So none of the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, rye, and oats, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet ones got to go. And then I want you to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. Full dose everything twice a day. Full dose everything twice a day. Okay. Then I want you to take 2 bottles a month of our MSM. Take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner time. That's going to help you with your joints and your skin and walls of your arteries and all that kind of stuff. Anything made out of connective tissue, tendons and ligaments and back and disc between the vertebrae and all that stuff will regrow. Okay. So don't forget that. Then, because you have this blood pressure issue, I want you to take 2 bottles a month of our Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Take 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner time, and see how much that helps you.
I'm sorry, would you repeat that one, please?
Ultimate Daily Classic tablets.
Okay.
Take
Ultimate
3,
Daily Classic.
yeah, 2 bottles a month, so you can take 3 twice a day, and it will
Okay.
support and promote healthy blood pressure. Okay, and so give us a call every couple of weeks. Let us know what your blood pressure is, and I'd go ahead and take a picture with your cell phone or something, or have somebody take a picture of your hair, and like
Okay.
every 4 to 6 weeks, take a picture of your hair and see what it looks like every 4 to 6 weeks. And the roots will come in darker brown. Okay, and then do you have any blood sugar problems, any diabetes, anything like that? Pre-diabetes?
No, nothing. Mm-mm.
Okay, good.
Like I said, pretty much as everything's normal as far as that goes.
Okay. Then
I
is
do
there another-
have,
Go ahead.
I have something that, this goes back, I believe, it's part of my family, my mom on mom's side was from the Mediterranean. I had something called thalassemia when I was a child. So it may be a form of anemia that you don't have to medicate for.
Yeah, thalassemia, okay, has to do with your bone marrow. Okay,
Okay.
it's almost like sickle cell anemia kind of thing. Okay,
Right.
but it's not making healthy red blood cells. But that's thalassemia is very easily dealt with. It's not genetic in any way, shape, or form. It's not autoimmune in any way, shape, or form. Okay, it's location. Okay, where you are, what you're eating, what you're not eating. Okay.
Okay.
So let's
And I
just
do
go.
use,
Go ahead.
pardon, I'm sorry. Just 2 more things. I have used the BTT 2.5 now for about a year.
Mhm.
I found out about critical health news from falling asleep to George Norrie at night. So, and then the other thing, I really like that. I'd like just the one thing and not all the, 40 pills that you take every day. And then I would like to lose 15 pounds. What do you suggest? It seems like the older I get and I eat well, no processed foods, no carbonated drinks, except for a beer now and then. But
Okay, stop. Beer
yes,
has gluten in it. It's made from wheat. Okay, unless you're
Oh.
drinking rice beer. Beer is
gotcha.
made from wheat. It's gluten alert. Okay. And then if you're going to drink beer, drink rice beer from Asia or Australia, New Zealand.
Okay.
But also, you need to be very careful when it comes to what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. Okay. And so you just can't take one product. Even our BTT 2.05 or 2.5 is one of the greatest multiples on earth, but it's not complete. Okay, you still need other things. You still need water. You still need oxygen.
Right.
You still need maybe, depending on what's going on, your joints. You still need more sulfur and stuff like that. That's why you're taking the MSM. Okay, for the extra sulfur. Let's see here. And again, the high blood pressure, the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Take 3 of those twice a day, as we said. Your blood pressure will start coming down. Don't cold turkey off your medication if you're on medication, but as the blood pressure drops, you can slowly reduce the medication based on the numbers. Might take you 2 to 6 weeks to get off your medication for high blood pressure.
I'm not on any medication at all.
Okay,
So.
okay, good, excellent. Okay, well, give us a call every couple of weeks, and keep track of what you're taking, what you're not taking, your numbers, and we'll walk you through this. And people want to find out what's happening with Mark.
All right, thank you.
Toll free, you bet. Yes, sir.
Have a good day.
Thank
too.
you, Mark. All right, Dr. Wallach, let's go to the next hand that is up. And Rebecca, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hello, Rebecca.
You're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hi, Dr. Wallach.
Hi.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca.
How can we help you?
Well, we spoke about 3 weeks ago, and you gave me some counsel about my thyroid and my type 2 diabetes.
Mhm.
And I've lost about 7 pounds, which isn't huge, but it's a start.
Right direction.
And I've been working on cutting out the bad foods and eating the good foods. And I'm wondering, I take the sweeties along with the other things that you suggested, but I'm still.
How old are you? How old are you, Rebecca?
I'll be 52 next month.
Okay, and how much you weigh?
Now about let's see, I was 285. I'm like 270.
Okay, we're going the correct direction. Okay.
And then what was the other, my
How's-
height, 5'8".
Okay, yeah, and so we're going the right direction. So just again, for the rest of our people, with these issues, you need to be getting rid of all the bad foods, no fried foods. This will be forever. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens. And when I say no fried foods, this means no air fryers, no deep fryers, no frying at all, right? No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, no barley, rye, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet ones got to go because of the carbonation in the diet drinks neutralizes stomach acids, so you cannot absorb minerals or digest food. So you can't even have the diet drinks. That's why we have the Rebound sports drink. It has 100 nutrients in it. Okay, Red Bull has sugar and caffeine. We have 100 nutrients in our Rebound.
Yeah, but I found the ingredients. It has tea in it, green tea, and I don't drink tea. I don't drink tea and coffee.
Oh.
So I wondered if there was another suggestion you had.
Just drink water.
To get for the nutrients. I mean, like.
Yeah, drink water.
Drink water. Okay.
Okay. So then, for the thyroid issues, again, we have the Ocean's Gold. Okay. Ocean's Gold. Take 3 of those twice a day. The Fucoid Z, take 3 of those twice a day. And
okay, I need to get that.
And then the diabetes, 2 of our 2 of the sweeties. So you can take 3 twice a day. Don't cold turkey off your medication in either case, the thyroid or your diabetes. But as the numbers get better, you can slowly reduce the medication based on the numbers. Okay. And are you taking? Did you get one of the keto shakes? 1 meal a day keto shake.
I did. I got the strawberry, and I'm replacing.
Okay.
Now, do I need to replace the same meal every day, or
No,
does it
no.
just as
Doesn't
long
have
as
to be
it's one of the meals?
One meal a day, but it's a replacement. You hit it right on the head. It's a meal replacer. It's not
right
to add to a meal. Don't add it to a meal. It's a meal replacer, but it does not have to be the same meal every day, based on your schedule. Okay.
Now, I'm having a hard time with my blood sugar numbers. They're staying kind of high.
Are you taking the sweeties?
I am, as well as my insulin and my metformin, and I'm still having a hard time. I originally was at A1C of 13.8, and I was able to get the numbers down to 8.9.
Okay, going the right direction.
Right. But I don't know if it's the stress of trying too hard, which can affect. No.
Do you live in a household with other people?
I do.
Do they eat gluten?
Probably.
There's your problem. You're getting cross-contaminated in the food preparation surfaces. You're getting cross-contaminated in the laundry, the couches, the beds, the rugs. You're swimming in gluten.
Right.
You're not absorbing efficiently. You're not absorbing the medication or the supplements efficiently. That's your problem.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe I was craving sugar and missing a mineral.
Well, yeah, but that's because you're taking all these supplements. You're still craving. That means you're not absorbing. That means that you're getting cross-contaminated. Your intestines are damaged.
All right.
You got to get everybody, get them out of the house, or you get out of the house or something. You got to really watch the cross-contamination. You cannot you need to run the laundry empty with all the detergent and everything in it without your clothes in it before you put your clothes in for a wash.
Oh, okay. And wash the washer.
You have to make sure you're not washing your clothes immediately following them washing their clothes, or you can't wash your clothes at the same time they're washing their clothes, or you get cross-contaminated.
Okay. All right.
Okay, give us a call in 2 weeks and 4 weeks and 6 weeks. You're gonna have a great story.
Okay. I wanted to ask Rebecca a question real quick, if I may.
Go
Go
for
for
it.
it.
Rebecca, you said when I called the first time to be in touch with you, and I didn't know how to do that on Ask Doc Live.
So if you go to our website, askdoclive.com, use the contact us option and send an email.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. Thank you.
you're very welcome. All right, Dr. Wallach. Thank you, Rebecca. You're doing great. I love progress over perfection, folks. Don't put that stress of having to meet perfection. It's all about being grateful for the progress.
Progress one step at a time.
One step at a time. That's right. With the biggest hammer in the box, folks. Let's go to Larissa, Dr. Wallach. Larissa, go ahead and unmute yourself if you're able
Is that with
to.
an, now, is that with an
on.
M or an L? Are you saying Larissa or
L.
Larissa?
Larissa.
Okay.
Go ahead and say something, Larissa. I think we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. You're on live with Dr. Wallach.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. Such a
Hi.
pleasure.
How can we help you?
I am 5'7", weigh 215, which is down 72 pounds from where I had been previously.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. 53 years old. I take the Healthy Body, Brain, and Heart Pack and have for quite a few months now. Am on iodine and recently added the Ocean's Gold. Have hypothyroidism and have been on, we have a lot of thyroid talk today, have been on levothyroxine for like 30 years.
Oh my gosh.
Terrible. I want off. I'm just recently, I went to the doctor and my labs had gone the wrong direction, which surprised me. I had high TSH and then low T4. So my doctor wants to increase my thyroid medication.
No.
I don't want to do that, obviously. I at least want to change to the natural hormone if I have to take it.
Okay, here,
But
you don't have to take it. So what I want you to do is take, go ahead and, how many of the Ocean's Gold are you taking a day?
I just recently started that one. So just
Okay.
whatever it says, I need, but I doubled it for my weight, but
Good.
whatever it is.
Yeah, you need to take 3 or 4 twice a day.
Okay.
Okay. And again, stay away from all the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been doing gluten-free for almost, well, 8 or 9 months now as well. All the bad food.
Okay,
trying.
good. And then at 215 pounds, I want you to have 2 of the Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month, 2 Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month, the full dose of everything twice a day. All right. Do you have anything going on with your blood pressure or diabetes?
No.
Okay, good. Anything going on with your joints, your back?
Yes, I have been diagnosed both knees 100% bone on bone. So I do take the osteo that's in the Brain and Heart Pack, the liquid. I added Flex Care and I'm going to start adding the MSM instead because it has more than the Flex Care. So.
Yes, you need, you definitely need the MSM. I'd go ahead and take 3 with each meal. It'd be 2 bottles a month. Don't forget the collagen peptides. Take a scoop of that in your morning drink. Take a scoop of that in your evening drink. That'll help you build your bone marrow. Very important here. Let's see here. Vitamin D3, 3 of those twice a day.
Doing that.
Okay, good. And so, yeah, the bones respond very quickly. They're hungry for nutrients and they will respond very quickly.
I had read that biotin, and I do take lots of collagen, can sometimes mask the lab results. So could it be that my lab result is inaccurate? I don't feel like I know what it feels like when your thyroid is off. And so it surprises me that she said it was so high. Could anything I'm doing be masking and those lab results be inaccurate?
Did she give you copies of the lab work?
She told me the TSH
No,
is,
no.
no,
Did she give
because
you
she only
copies?
did, not this time. And they only do the TSH and T4, which bothers me because that's not a full picture, correct?
Well, you tell her you want copies of all your lab work from the beginning through now, okay?
Okay. This was just a
And-
maintenance thyroid check for the medication, so it was only
That's
thyroid, but I
okay.
will get copies.
Yeah, we do need to know exactly what the lab test said, because when they just tell you what the lab test said, they can say anything they want.
That's true.
Okay, and so doctors are some of the most dishonest people on earth.
Agreed.
Okay, they have kids in college, they need tuition money, so they'll say whatever they need to say to get you to do another test, to take another
Right.
medication, whatever, okay?
Yeah. I just didn't know if that test could be wrong based on something I'm taking.
Well, we have to see the test for me to answer that
Okay.
question.
Okay. I'll get that.
We need to see the test from, when they started taking them, the test from 6 months ago and the test from this last one. Let's see what it
Okay.
looks like.
Okay.
Because I have so many people, they're really doing good. And the doctor says, okay, you got to stop whatever you're doing because your lab test doesn't look right.
Yeah.
Well, that means
And I feel better than I have in years.
Well, they can't believe that you're getting better because they've never
Yeah.
seen anybody get better, right?
Right.
And so, it's one of those things where they got to get you, they say, look, just take the 4 food groups and the 7 food group pyramid, you'll be fine. Don't take any vitamins and minerals. Now, whenever you have doctors saying that kind of stuff, say, sorry, I'm going to cancel all my appointments. I'm going somewhere else. I'm going to go see a vet. I'm going to go see a veterinarian.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, I just found those lab results hard to believe, so I wanted to make sure I was doing
Well,
the
but
right
you didn't see the lab results. You
That's
just took
true.
her. She just told you that it didn't look good.
Okay. All right. I
Okay,
will
it
add
might
these couple of
it might didn't look good for her because she's losing money.
Exactly. Thank you, Dr. Wallach.
Okay, let's hear the results.
All right. Take care.
God bless.
You too.
All right. Thank you, Larissa. Let's go ahead and move on. But first, I want to remind everybody that if you were invited to watch this program by somebody specific, get back with them and say, hey, thank you for sharing that information with me. I have hope that my health does not have to keep declining. So there's a lot of hope that's being shared here today. We've had some testimonials of people feeling better. Larissa's one of them. And I just think it's fabulous, Dr. Wallach, to have people come in and share their testimony. Absolutely
It
wonderful.
is. Can't thank you enough for you and your team, all the things you do for these people. God bless you.
Well, if it wasn't for you though, Dr. Wallach, we wouldn't have somebody that has the credibility that you have with the experience to be able to share with these good folks. So I am honored that we're able to go around the world with this information.
We are a team.
A team, yes, we are, and we have plenty of room on our team. If you've ever thought of wanting to have something to do in your spare time, your full time, doesn't matter. I started out working this around just everyday life. I focused on myself first. I was getting great results, and people were asking me, what are you doing different? And that's where my business started. And I wouldn't change it for the world. It's been fabulous, Dr. Wallach. Before we are up on time, it's only the beginning. That's right, only the beginning. Let's go to Mike, who has his hand up. Mike, go ahead and unmute yourself, my friend. You're on live with Dr. Wallach.
Great. How you doing, Doc?
Fine, sir. Thank you. How can we help you?
Okay, well, not for me, but for my mom. I'm all good. I'm off all my medications. I've been doing the protocol for over a year and I feel great. But I did want to give one testimony. When I hear people talking about cholesterol, and my cholesterol was always about 220. And when I got off my medication, my cholesterol, I slowly came off of it. My cholesterol went to like 300. But, I mean, I feel great though. I'm not feeling sluggish or anything wrong with me. It went up.
Just remember, your brain is a significant part of your brain weight is cholesterol. 95% of the weight of testosterone is cholesterol. That's why you feel great, because you don't have these drugs suppressing your testosterone and suppressing your brain.
Right. So anyway, here's why I called. My mom fell a couple weeks ago and broke her shoulder. She's 5 foot, 160 pounds, 84 years old. And here's my question. After that had happened, she couldn't lay down because of course it presses her back and moves her shoulder and drives her. The pain was outrageous. But what's happening is her legs and her ankles and her feet are swelling up a lot. So finally I've gotten her to where she can lay down and put her feet up over her heart at night when she goes to sleep, and she wakes up in the morning and everything's good. But after a couple of hours, it starts creeping back and her feet start swelling up again. And I was just wondering, what can I do for that?
Okay,
Why is it happening?
Is she eating protein or is she just eating bread?
No. I got her eating protein. I got her on the 90. She's on the protocol. I just, I got her doing everything that I can get.
But
I'm
don't
cooking
forget,
for her.
okay, if she has accumulation of edema, stuff like that, she may not have enough protein.
Okay.
She could also have a problem with vascular stuff. So don't forget the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. 160 pounds, you could take 3 of those twice a day. That'll support healthy blood pressure, healthy blood flow through blocked arteries and all that kind of stuff. Also help her veins and again, blood flow. But she does need to eat protein with every meal. It could be chicken, it could be fish, it could be beef. She just can't eat beans all the time, right?
Okay, yeah, I get it.
Oh, don't forget eggs. She needs to eat a couple of eggs with soft yolks twice a day.
Okay.
That'll help. Okay.
Okay.
And let's see how all that works.
Okay, we'll try that out, Doc.
Okay.
Thank you for all your help.
Well, you bet. We appreciate you sharing your mom's story.
Yeah. Hi, Becca. All right, bye.
Thanks, Mike. All right, Dr. Wallach, we're at the top of the hour. I can't believe it is already time to say farewell. And on behalf of myself and my co-hosts, which I'm trying to get them all up here because they are so fabulous. Ruth Ellen Sanchez and Dr. Judy and John T. McCollier. Are you ignoring me, John T? There you are. Awesome. We just want to say thank you, everybody, for joining us on Ask Doc Live, spreading this information that is helping so many folks around the world that are being failed by a broken system. Our hearts are in it 100% because we've experienced it ourselves. And we do want to make sure that others are able to experience this and have hope that they do not have to be chemical dependent. We're deficient, folks, and it's not a chemical we're deficient of. And Dr. Wallach has proven that through all of his research, through putting his research into action, into formulas that are just making a huge impact in a very positive way. And Dr. Wallach, thank you for allowing us to be part of this.
Well, we love you guys. And it's one of those things where we're a team and it takes an army. And that was my goal. I figured this out many years ago, was to build an army, because I knew that, even God has an army. Okay. Even God requires saints and other people to help him do his will. So God needs an army. I said, oh my gosh, I really need to get busy here to get people trained so they can help, because this is not anything that one person can do.
No, it's not. And the one thing that I want to make sure everybody knows, you do not have to be a doctor to help somebody.
It's a beautiful
we have
thing.
Coaches. Oh, it is. We have coaches from all walks of life in all different countries at all different stages in life, young, middle-aged, old, and so many different occupations. It doesn't matter. There's no prejudging. There's no minimum requirements other than having a heart for others and having an open mind to look for options that aren't being shown in commercials, folks. So everybody, thank you for joining us on AskDocLive.com. If you did not hear about this program by somebody specific or through one of our newsletters, We do have a call team for those that have never spoken to anybody about any of the products that Dr. Wallach has mentioned today. That call team is standing by at 855-949-7234. Or again, you can go to the askdoclive.com website where you will find Dr. Wallach's most popular books. You will find a store with all of the products that Dr. Wallach mentioned today and the contact us. If you want to speak with somebody specific to find out what you yourself need, use that contact us, and one of our health coaches, maybe even myself, will be getting back to you with information to help you choose a better health journey. My name is Rebecca Dukes-Kozak, and we thank you for joining us on Ask Doc Live. Bye for now.
Bye-bye, and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Wallach. See you
Bye-bye.
next week.
Absolutely.
Next week, everybody. Yes.
Have a great holiday, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Yes, be safe. And go for the rice beer. If you have to go alcohol, keep it gluten-free. Bye for now, folks.
Bye-bye.